Hey guys, it's Dr. Childs here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how this supplement, T3 Conversion Booster, can help alleviate the symptoms that you might be having associated with hypothyroidism. What symptoms am I talking about? I'm talking about weight gain, persistent weight gain, despite eating healthy and trying to exercise and doing all that stuff. I'm talking about hair loss, dry, brittle hair, or hair that's falling out of your head, especially when you shower. I'm talking about cold intolerance, or feeling like you're cold all the time, or needing to wear socks to bed. I'm talking about pain, joint pain, muscle pain. I'm talking about brain fog, depression. Okay, I'm talking about low energy or fatigue. These are all symptoms associated with having low thyroid function. Non-disputable, by the way. These are just symptoms associated with thyroid related issues. We're going to be talking about how T3 Conversion Booster can lift those symptoms and help you feel better. If you don't know me, I'm Dr. Childs. I'm an internist. I specialize and focus pretty much solely on treating people with thyroid conditions, hormone imbalances, and helping people lose weight. But today we're talking about T3 Conversion Booster and what it does. So many of you out there who have thyroid conditions, and I know there's a lot of you because statistically there's about 10% of the entire population in the United States, which is more than 30 million people. So there's a lot of you out there who have thyroid disease who are suffering from these thyroid symptoms. And I want to explain to you why that is. Okay, so many of you listening to this have those symptoms: weight gain, fatigue, cold intolerance, etc., depression, anxiety, you name it. You have all the symptoms, and they stem from not having enough T3 thyroid hormone. Okay, so if that sounds crazy to you or you're not really familiar with this, let me just briefly explain. So your thyroid gland produces both T4 and T3. But in order for your body to get the thyroid hormone that it needs, it must be converted to T3. Now, most medications, including levothyroxine, Synthroid, etc., they only contain T4. Okay, so the reason that many of you are taking these medications but still experiencing the symptoms of hypothyroidism, which doesn't make any sense, right? How could you still experience the symptoms if you're taking the treatment? The main reason is that you're not taking that T4 and converting it into T3. So as the name implies, it's exactly what this product helps you do. T3 Conversion Booster, it helps you take that T4 and convert it into the active thyroid hormone known as T3. And it does that by supplying your bodies with the exact nutrients that it needs. That's why I call it superfood for the thyroid. There are certain nutrients, certain vitamins that your thyroid gland needs to take that T4 and churn it into T3 thyroid hormone. And as you do that, if you take the T4 and you turn it into T3, T3 can then do the job that you want thyroid hormone to do. So that T3 will help increase your body temperature. That'll help increase your body temperature so you're not feeling as cold anymore, and you won't have to wear socks to bed, and you won't be cold intolerant. It will help increase your metabolism. So the higher your metabolism is, of course, the easier it will be to lose weight. It will help supply T3 so it can stimulate your hair follicles. So instead of that hair falling out, guess what? Hopefully it starts growing again. So all of these things stem from T3. I cannot begin to explain how important that is. So how does T3 Conversion Booster do this? It does this by supplying your body with those exact nutrients and vitamins that it needs. And in addition to doing that, it also causes or lifts the barriers which block the conversion of T4 to T3. So there are many conditions out there which thyroid patients suffer from, including inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and of course, sometimes even genetics play a role here. But the good news is you can sort of brute force your way through that T4 to T3 conversion booster block by just supplying your body with exactly what it needs and using some supra-physiologic dosages of certain nutrients. So we're talking about giving you a little bit more than you would have otherwise need because you can break through it in that way. So there's several blends inside of here. So first of all, it contains very important nutrients such as zinc and selenium, and also guggle extract. So guggle extract is a botanical which has been shown in several studies to help support that T4 to T3 conversion. And it does this by reducing inflammation and acting directly on your cells. Zinc and selenium are incredibly important for thyroid patients because thyroid patients are commonly deficient in these things, and they help actively in the T4 to T3 conversion process. They're also involved in immune system support, and they also help reduce inflammation. So we have that blend there. In addition, it also comes with some adaptogens. And what these do is they help reduce or help your body tolerate the stress that you're under. So it will help reduce that cortisol. And by reducing that stress, it'll help increase your body's ability to utilize thyroid hormone. Has a ton of other things as well. Some of the ingredients in here included also help your body use thyroid hormone at the cellular level. And so what happens is it's not enough for you to take that thyroid medication by mouth. So you're taking T4, it's getting into your body because you're taking levothyroxine or Synthroid. But guess what? It has to be converted. It has to go from T4 to T3. Then that T3 has to actually get into your cells. And vitamin A and vitamin E help that process along. So T3 Conversion Booster contains all of those ingredients in special blends, in the right dosages, etc. Everything that you need, that your thyroid needs so that this can happen, without any interference at all. And I've spent a lot of time developing this. It's gone through several iterations and formulations in order to get to where it is now. It's been used, it's our biggest seller so far, our biggest seller every month, basically, with the exception, or second also, to Thyroid Adrenal Reset Complex, which is another good supplement, but primarily focuses on adrenals there. But it's one of our best selling supplements, and I really feel like it'll work well for you. If you haven't, be sure that you read the information below to see if it'll work for you. Check out the reviews and look at how it's benefiting other people. I should also point out that it can be used for all types of hypothyroid issues. So that includes Hashimoto's, that includes run-of-the-mill hypothyroidism, that includes people who don't have a thyroid. So if your thyroid's been cut out, guess what? You still need to convert T4 to T3, so it still matters for you. Same thing is true as if you've had radioactive iodine ablation. You still need T3 in your body. Even though that thyroid's been removed or it's been damaged, guess what? Even if it's not there, you're taking T4 medication, and that T4 has to be converted to T3. So this helps in all situations of hypothyroid patients. And it works incredibly well. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer those questions. But otherwise, check out the other information and you can see if it's going to be a good fit for you. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one.